All right. Ugh. I was just napping because I was like, I'm really tired. I should have a nap before I start streaming. And then I was like, Keith was there, and I was like, Keith, what time is it? And Keith's like, it's 10 to 6. And I was like, fuck. So I slept for like 15 minutes, maybe. So now I'm here, and I'm a little sleepy. Okay, let me read this. The Enigma of Kirkwall. This is a codex I've actually been looking forward to reading because I have heard a lot about it, and I don't think I've actually read it. So let's see. Ironically, the Chantry has the best records on the Imperium occupation that we found. God. None of the forbidden texts, which have undoubtedly been destroyed, but many administrative records. In their cold, numbered rows, misery is told. Thousands of slaves pass through the gallows to work the mines or to be shipped elsewhere. The list of elven children is numbing. 3 maimed, 2 mute, and 4 serviceable. These numbers don't add up. For every 1,000 slaves that came to Kirkwall, 100 disappeared. I checked the tax tolls. Sorry. I checked the tax rolls as well, and the discrepancy exists there too. If one has the wit to see it. 203 slaves went missing in the Imperium's 312th year. That's just 1 year. Other records showed similar discrepancies. Over centuries, practically a whole civilization of slaves simply disappeared. Hidden inside the cover of a book with curious markings and signed the Band of 3. So, if I remember correctly, there's a couple books around that are like these people investigating the history of Kirkwall, and it brings to light some very interesting things about not just the history of Kirkwall, but how like Kirkwall was built in a very specific manner, and how there are very sinister things that are probably still at work within the city. I guess we should give Sebastian his bow that we got for him. Hi, buddy.
I think this is yours.
My grandfather's bow, but where did you get it?
One of the Flint Company men did some looting. I figured I'd return the favor.
Thank you. It's hard to mourn the loss of a thing while my family lies dead. But I did think of it.
What's the story behind that bow?
As the youngest son, it was my place to lead Starkhaven's militia. But I never had a talent for swordplay. Too much getting hit.
Prissy.
My grandfather said the bow is the wise man's weapon. You can defend your city without opening its gates. Grandfather said the day I could pull the string on his bow, it would be mine.
Oh, that's really sweet. Bows are like, I don't know a lot about bows. I own a bow. But something interesting about bows is there's like a draw weight. Like, I'm not sure exactly how the whole system works, but modern bows especially, you can adjust the pull rate. And like if the pull weight is like when you pull back, how much like tension you're pulling against. So there's like actually a weight that your body has to pull back. So you have to be able to like physically be able to do that. It's not super simple or super easy. So I don't know. That's really cute. It probably has a high pull rate then.
Then why didn't you have it with you?
I was 13 when my grandfather made me that promise.
Oh.
I would rise at dawn to practice my shots until I could hit the eye slit of a helmet from the top of the ramparts. But my parents pledged me to the Chantry before I could show him.
That's cute.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was a man of the world, Prince of Starkhaven. But he had the most unshakable faith in the Maker. When my parents threatened to pledge me to the Chantry, he told me he'd gladly trade his title for a life of contemplation. The Maker ordained a place for each of us, I remember him saying. We have only to serve.
I'm sorry I never got a chance to meet them, to save them.
I know. You're a true friend, Hawke. You brought me this to remember and honor them. But if I could bring back our lowest servant by snapping it in half, I'd do it without regrets.
So, we're gonna do this thing again with Aveline.
It's different here as captain. Feels like family.
Family? Or more than family.
Hawke, I need
Hello, Nick. We're doing this again.
a favor that I can only trust to you.
Oh? This should be good.
It should be a small matter, but I worry. I need you to give something to Guardsman Donnick, here in the barrack. No questions, and he is not to know it's from me.
Thanks, Nick.
Donnick, the one we pulled from an ambush.
The event that put me here. But this is a different need of the Guard and its captain. And you're doing very badly at the no questions part.
Let's ask more questions.
You need me for something as simple as this.
I protect many people, citizens well beyond the men and women I command. But who do I really know besides you? I need a friend to do this. It's a short list.
It must be something important if you're going to all this trouble.
That's none of your business.
How very Kunari of you.
I already regret this. I'm not about to make it worse by exposing unnecessary facts. You can accept that or not, but that's all I can say.
If that's all you need, I'll walk the 100 feet to him.
Thank you.
Practicing
And please
social distancing.
hurry back with his reaction. I appreciate this, Hawke. I really do.
Alright. Let's go give her boyfriend this present. I think, okay, good. She's not in my party. I was like, it'd be really awkward if she was in my party and she went with us.
Guardsman Donnick.
Sir Hawke.
I have a present for
It's
you.
been some time. You're here in Hightown now, right?
I love his mutton
I
chop.
think the captain
action.
mentioned it. I see your
Nice.
uncle now and then on my patrols, but we don't talk.
You good?
No ill effects from the ambush, I trust.
Love, he's like, I don't talk to your uncle.
They got me
He
pretty good,
smells.
I'll admit. But they fared worse, so I can't complain. Guard is a good career if you're careful. A short one if you're not. And the captain makes sure we're careful.
I have it on good authority that you are going to enjoy this.
You're going to enjoy
Am
this.
I now? It's a copper relief of marigolds? Ah, and it helpfully says so. Marigolds. Well, how crafty. Is there a meaning to this that I should know?
There must be.
Just keep it. I'm sure it's more than it seems.
It'd be nicer this time. I'm not
It
going
would
to call
have
it
to be.
garbage.
Right. I'm sure we both have things to do. Of varying import. Sir Hawke.
That was awkward. What was Aveline thinking?
Aveline.
You're back. Of course you are. You're efficient. Get
took
things done,
2
good or
seconds.
ill. So, how did Donnick react?
To your garbage, you mean?
Look.
I thought it was clear. Metal is strong, copper age as well, flowers are soft.
Meaning...
I've clearly gone about this the wrong way. Don't talk to him again.
Don't talk to him again.
Just
I won't
take
talk to him
this,
again. No one
the
talk to
patrols
him.
for next week. Post it to the roster and just listen.
Really? Just walk over there and post the roster?
I want his honest reaction without the captain present.
You could just have him hauled off.
This isn't about an accusation I can put in a report and explain. I need someone unofficial.
All right. Posting the roster just over there.
I need to know exactly how he reacts. That's key. Thank you.
Aveline is amazing.
She'd do a lot better to just get this fellow alone in a room. Life's too short.
That is something I can appreciate Anders for. You know, he's, even though I'm like, he's way too forward, at least he is direct. He's got a very YOLO sense about him. Let me just tack this here.
Hey, Donnick! Whose pucker have you been greasing to get Hightown?
What?
Whose pucker
You're
have you been
daft.
greasing? Whoa!
I'm working those skinnings across town.
That guard back there just did like
Says
a
here
crunch
you're
for no
guarding
reason.
the square. Always been a make-work job, that one. You someone's pet?
Check your eyes. It's a mistake.
Says the pet.
You have got to be kidding me. What did I do to get that post?
Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to sneeze. The rats have woken. They are booping. They were sleeping all day. I was waiting for them to wake up. Now they're awake.
Donick thinks I'm punishing him. But Hightown is a safe patrol, a reward.
You wanted his reaction.
All right. I can fix this. I need 3 goats and a sheaf of wheat. You'll take them to his mother. It's a dowry tradition. Maybe it will smooth the process.
The process? Oh my.
Please don't.
It's a courtship. The mother of all awkward ones, but still.
Anders is enjoying himself.
How exactly did you think this mess would work?
I don't know what I thought. I've been focused on being captain for so long, that's all I know.
It can't be a complete mystery. You were married once, right?
That was a long time ago. It was easier, or seemed to be.
I can't imagine you having trouble speaking your mind.
The guards are in my care. I hurt when they hurt. But Donick, I want him to know that I feel. But if something happened to him...
Something already happened, and he's fine.
If it made sense,
He's
I wouldn't
fine. You're
need you.
fine. We're all
I feel
fine.
paralyzed. I hate it.
Sounds like you're ready to move on.
It's been 4 years since Wesley. Stop trying to protect me.
I was just asking.
I've made my peace.
Jeez.
You'd want me to live.
So you've been by yourself since we came to Kirkwall?
I am diligent on behalf of my men. And I've neglected many other things.
I can drag him in here right now. Just say the word.
I'll drag him in.
Oh, and how would that look? The captain ordering her guardsmen to... It wouldn't help.
Let him decide if that bothers him.
What? Just go out somewhere? Like it's that easy?
There's this interesting connotation of Anders, like, responding to Aveline's like, oh, it would look so terrible if, like, the captain of the guards had a guard dragged in so she could, like, come on to him. And it says a lot, I think, not just about Anders, but about Anders' history and past. That he's like, well, I don't know, maybe you could do it and see if that bugs him or not. I'm like, who hurt you, Anders?
What? Too simple?
Tell Donick, invite him to the Hanged Man. Don't tell him about me. Make something up. It's a surprise, or just you, or a group, anything to get him there. He's not like the others. I don't want him to think he's meeting the captain.
All right, let's go lie.
Guardsman Donick, how are you?
Good, I suppose.
He's like, oh God,
Doesn't
what
matter. Free for an evening?
I have no immediate patrols. Why?
It's nothing to be concerned about. Meet me at the Hanged Man.
Very well, Sir Hawke. I guess I'll see you there.
now? I wouldn't go.
Did he just... No.
He's like, is Hawke asking me out? Yes. Get moving, Donick. Off you go. Okay. Let's go. We'll take Varric with us, I think. No. He absolutely thinks we're coming on to him. Yeah, we'll have Varric, I guess. Who needs a warrior? Not me. I need a warrior. Let's party. Awkward.
There were supposed to be others coming, right?
Plans change. Apparently.
Poor Hawke.
Right. Look, I should really,
What? No. Sit. Drink. Another round?
make a yes.
Let's just sit here, stare at each other, and drink. Nope. He's so unimpressed.
So, Aveline is great.
Look, if this was all a plan for you to get closer to the captain, maybe you should just talk to her. I mean, how sad would it be if you needed a go-between? Have some backbone.
Oof.
I have to go. Thanks for the drinks.
Oof. Aveline?
I couldn't do it. What did he say?
He thinks I arranged this to get to you.
I'm an idiot.
If you were that far gone, you'd have hidden from the start.
Would it have ended any worse? I need to talk to him. But I'm a mess unless I'm on patrol. I'm good at that. Killing highwaymen doesn't exactly provide an intimate setting, though.
Doesn't it?
And I'm tired of embarrassing myself.
I think you're onto something there.
But I can't fight and talk.
I'll clear the way, and you can see if he's the one.
You're too good at this. Is it any wonder you've all but taken Hightown? You clear the route up the Wounded Coast, and I will think of something to say.
Ba-da-ba. Okay. Let's do it. Let's kick.
So, choir boy, this usurper of yours is, 20 feet tall?
Not even close, no.
But he has claws for hands, right?
Fingers. Perfectly normal ones. If a little fat, perhaps.
He eats babies, though, and farts fire.
You're not serious, I hope.
You can't even pretend to be interesting, can you?
Ooh. What a bird. Like, yeah, Sebastian is pretty buttered toast.
So this route's pretty quiet?
Yes, and it's a real nice night for an evening.
As you say, Captain.
Real nice night for an evening.
Yes, as I say.
Maker, she's bad at this.
If it isn't done right, the blade can be too soft. Quenching the steel is a vital step that can make or break a sword.
Right.
A blade for every purpose. What do you think about blades?
I'm sorry, Captain. I drifted off a bit.
Right, of course.
What do you think about blades?
Ugh. Painful.
Okay. I like to pick up broken things so I can take them to town to sell them. Blades. Listen, lubrication can make or break a sword. Swords are thirsty. God, terrible. We're terrible.
Trap!
Well, guardsman, good patrol. I think we're done, and
Hello.
Hawke, what a surprise. What are you doing here?
Aveline.
Hawke, don't.
I think you'll come around once it's all out in the open.
Would someone please tell me what's going on?
All right, I'm going to draw a picture of where she wants to touch you.
Captain? I should get back to the barracks.
I'll be in my bunk.
I thought we were friends.
We
Friends sometimes push.
I have to fix this. He'll file a complaint, ask for a transfer. You're coming to the barracks to explain why you put him on the spot. Double time, Hawke, or so help me.
She mad. Alright, well, let's go back and see how that went for them.
Maker. Where is Donick? I have to head this off before it goes to the Viscount. Maybe a formal apology. Something that shows the guards they can still trust me.
Try the copper marigolds again. In hindsight, they weren't the worst option.
It's not funny.
Oh, it is.
I beg to differ.
You'll beg for more than that if you keep this up.
My apologies, Sir Hawke, but I need a moment with the captain.
Guardsman Donick.
Please.
Shouldn't be listening, Hawke. Well, I think they're fine.
Aveline.
Guardsman Donick did not file a complaint. This was all incredibly stupid, and you made it wonderful.
You finally mastered the obvious. I'll take your word on the second part.
You'll get the chance. I was mute and now I want to sing.
Please don't.
There's no way I can ever repay you. Perhaps it's simple. Thank you. Hey, can I ask you something?
No.
Was there a moment when you thought I was beyond help?
No.
Not for a second.
I'll be nice.
You don't lie very well.
As far as you know.
Shout when you need me, Hawke. I'll always be here for you. Just knock first.
Wow. I'm not sure which quest I can do that's gonna get me some Fenris friendship that I desperately need. If I'm addicted to Anders, I can get Fenris friendship, but anyway, let's do this quest.
You have information about the missing Kunari?
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumas would appreciate discretion in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all. But that is neither here nor there.
Sebastian's like right in my space. Can I back up a bit, buddy?
Has anyone reported this to the Kunari?
Maker, no.
What did I do with my phone?
I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant. He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
Alright.
The Arishok is growing violent. He might want an excuse to end this peace.
I suspect that if the Arishok wanted to take over, he simply would. For all we fear that heretical Kuhn of his, its demands have done more to keep him in check than any of our efforts. Besides, would Kunari stoop to trickery? There is no precedent, but there is unfortunate evidence of influence on our side.
Back. I have my phone.
It sounds like you don't want them found.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing.
The Kunari are neutral hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
I'm having a hard time picturing the abduction of a Kunari entourage.
Unfortunately, they were not at their best. Their swords were tied into their sheaths, as I advised. It seemed a respectful compromise. Even I know you cannot separate a Kunari from his weapon.
I'm sure you have suspicions about what happened.
My concerns are well-founded. This could not have escaped the notice of the city guard. Unless they were involved.
Have any failed to report?
Several. You should start with one of them. Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
A hanged man.
Hanged man.
Even I know that. Right.
And
Then
it's
you know
something
what to
Fenris
look
to
for.
say that line, but that's
I
okay.
can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough scrutiny.
Go to Lowtown at night. This guy just chilling. Oh, it's Samson. I was like, the fuck? I am honestly so stressed out about getting enough friendship with Fenris. Like, I just keep thinking about it. That's all I'm thinking about.
A lot of coin for this place.
That's right, pal. Tonight I'm paid and blessed. And all I had to do was turn my head. To all my friends. Hey, step back. I know important people. We're gonna show this city what to do with heathen Oxman.
Guard captain, would you like to have a word with your man?
Guard captain?
Who?
What?
Who?
Who what? I don't...
Who bought you? Who bought the honor of a proud guard of Kirkwall and made him a drunken Mabari bitch?
I don't know.
Wow.
He was a Templar, I swear. He had the seal of the Grand Cleric and everything. It's true.
The penalty for abandoning your post is 10 days on the wall. I expect you to report in the morning. There's your answer. A Templar.
With the Grand Cleric's seal, no less. Well done.
Alright. So, interestingly, one thing we can do here is... Oh.
I've no issue, so long as the fight over your title stays in Starkhaven. Exactly like it hasn't.
Should I apologize for trying to take back what is rightfully mine?
Whatever it takes, no matter the cost.
It feels like you're blaming me for some personal experience of yours.
I was at Ostagar. Good people die when leaders do whatever it takes.
Good people know the necessity.
Interesting. Let's read this. The Seekers of Truth, Sir Whitmore. When I mentioned powers greater than the Templars, I didn't mean the Chantry. Sure, they command the Templars, but that was not always so. The Inquisition once hunted heretics and cultists as well as mages, and their reign of terror ended only when the inception of the Circle of Magi. They became the Templar Order, for good or ill, the Watchers of the Mages, and the martial arm of the Chantry. I don't care. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't care. I just heard Inquisition and I fucking... Nope. I'm out. Sorry, I'm just dicking around for the sake of dicking around. What the fuck? What? What is going on? Oh, side quests. I see. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, according to my guide, we can go and talk to the Airshok right now about what's going on. We don't need to. Oh, we don't need to talk to the Airshok, and we don't need to talk to the Grand Enchantress. But we're gonna do both. Grand Cleric, I mean. God. They're two very different things.
What have I done now? You look like you wish to scold me.
I just can't fathom why you're still in Kirkwall. For 6 years you've been claiming you'll retake your parents' lands. You're smart. You'd be a capable ruler. What are you waiting for?
I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
Do we ever get to know that?
That's something. Hello.
All are forbidden, except you, for now.
Hey, Airsock. Big Daddy Airsock.
What do you want, Hawke? I have no interest in adding to my distractions.
And yet you sent a delegate to the Viscount.
A brief attempt to educate. If the dwarf had stolen the Sarkamek, it could have been used to show the price of greed. But you know the outcome of that. These fools are determined to be wrong. I won't waste the effort again.
I'll probably regret this, but you should know your delegate is missing.
Anyone else, and those words would have been their last. You are handling this, not your buffoon of a Viscount.
As best I can.
Then I will wait. But know this, the provocations we have suffered have worked. If this is not resolved, I can fulfill my duty to the Qun with far less annoyance by sifting through rubble.
As if there wasn't enough pressure.
Hi.
I leave this to you, Hawke.
He doesn't look so big when I'm up close to him, hey? I'll get away from him. I feel like I'm being a bad. Okay.
Good to see you, Captain.
Keep moving. I'd rather not be mistaken for a client of the Rose, thank you.
Too bad, Aveline.
The Starkhaven called for its lost prince, Sebastian.
Oh my goodness.
Would you give up if the city has moved on?
Like Ferelden moved on after Kalen.
You've been reading.
It's a good tale. King Alistair is particularly inspiring. But I doubt that's how you see me. I don't intend to let anyone die restoring me to my place, Aveline. The risks are mine. And that will have to satisfy.
It was well said. I give you that. We'll see.
Such weird tension. Just can't say that I care. Ooh, a quest. Hello.
You! This is your fault!
What is?
You and that blighter, Varric Tethras.
Probably.
You'll be the end of my boys.
Who are you?
I don't even know who you are.
Yevon, member in good standing of the Dwarven Merchants Guild.
Okay.
Not that it really matters to people like you.
Sure.
You'll have to be more specific. A lot of things are my fault.
My sons are lost in the deep roads because of stories about you. Your sodding glory and treasure.
Oh.
Don't you dare blame him. We both know this was Iwan's doing.
If you want to keep your job, shut your mouth, woman.
Your boys are grown men. It was their own decision.
Your sons sound like morons.
Your boys don't sound bright enough to follow a map. I'm sure they didn't get too far.
My boys aren't stupid. Foolhardy, maybe, but not stupid. You're the only one who knows where they went. They were following the path of your expedition. Please help me find them. Don't let my boys die down there.
Your sons made an expedition into the deep roads. Did anyone go with them?
They went alone, the fools. Just my 3 boys against every darkspawn in the deep roads.
Iwan is Yevon's middle son. The whole thing was his idea. Emrys and Merrin were just following his lead. The greedy bastard didn't want to hire anyone else if it meant he had to share the spoils.
Sounds familiar.
I thought coming to the surface meant I would never have to face losing my sons to the Darkspawn.
Sure, I'll look. How many Darkspawn could have come back in 3 years anyway?
I should approve, but it seems like I save a lot of fools from themselves.
Thank you, Messer. Those boys are my life. They entered the deep roads using the same passage you did. Please find them. I will see you rewarded for your efforts.
Da, 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 da. I like just being able to run around places. Like, immediately going to places is like... It's too convenient.
I should move to Val Royal.
Sure. Wonder if he had more of a thought than just that. Fuck Val Royal, though. That place sucks. Too fancy. Everyone wears masks and shit. It's weird. It's a silly place. I don't think there are any good cities in Thedas.
The man was a drunk. Surely you don't think Grand Cleric Elthina is funding zealots?
Don't forget the kidnapped Kunari. That too.
Keep an open mind, Hawke. Elfina isn't behind this.
The Grand Cleric, please. Tell her 3 Kunari leave an estate. And let her finish.
And then tell her another joke.
Sarah Hawke.
Oh.
Sister Patrice.
This bitch.
Mother Patrice. Time has changed us both. Grand Cleric Elfina cannot grant an audience to just anyone. What do you want?
Funny how you and issues with the Kunari seem to go together.
And you always assume their side. I was naive when last we met. I did not want you dead, but I felt a death was necessary. That may be too fine a point for you to understand. But you must admit, you came out the better for it.
A Templar may have misjudged an order and abused the Grand Cleric's authority.
I assure you, the Templars would never embarrass the Chantry, at risk of the Knight Commander's wrath.
Men were hired for the righteous task of kidnapping a Kunari delegate. A pause that says you knew. But does her grace?
The Grand Cleric trusts her stewards to enact the wishes of the Maker.
It sounds like you've been bad. This will shock her grace, no doubt.
Stubborn. All right, Sarah Hawke. If you won't abandon this, let me offer you something. The Templar you seek is a radical who has grown unreliable. Confronting him may do us all a favor.
And his relation to you is?
He is my former bodyguard, Ser Vonel. Assume what you wish, but I offer him to you as reconciliation. Meet me at this location. I invite you, Sarah Hawke. Come see the unrest these Kunari have inspired.
Need I say I'm skeptical?
It's her game for the moment.
Your grandparents would be so proud of you. When I was a girl, the Amels were one of our most prominent families. I'm glad to have one of their line in the estate again. How can I help you?
Did you know someone used the authority of your name to instigate a crime against the Kunari?
The path to righteousness is never as straight and narrow as we wish. I truly hoped this would not go so far. But do not trouble yourself. I will step in when it's time.
Well, when's it time, bitch?
Are you intending to stay neutral about the Kunari and mages forever?
These two boys in the background.
Maker's time is not men's time. We do not need to rush. The Chantry is not a domineering father with the whip always in hand. She is a gentle mother who knows her children learn best when allowed to learn themselves.
Switching things up.
Boiling in oil.
Too prosaic. Trapped in a cave with hungry bears right at the spring thaw.
That lets him off too easy. Dipped in molten gold and left as a statue in the Viscount's keep.
Ooh, that's poetic.
What are you two talking about?
What to do to Bartrand when I find him.
Any suggestions?
I like some light-hearted nonsense. There we go. Let's go see what we can do.
Nice place for a rally. Good choice, Varnell.
Patrice is here somewhere.
I haven't found the book yet. I'm not sure where you're supposed to find it.
Kunari hold no real power. They are absent from the eyes of the Maker. Kunari hold no real power. They are absent from the eyes of the Maker.
Oh, I missed a chest. Sorry. For that later.
Like any beast, remove the fangs and it is lost. They are weak before the faithful of the Maker. The only certainty in their precious Qun is death before the righteous.
Sir Varnell!
Take a knee, faithful. The Chantry blesses us.
You claim a blessing when you have used the authority of the Grand Cleric so openly? You have brought wrath down upon you. You remember Sarah Hawke?
I don't like this.
The Kunari have friends, Templar. How will you answer their allegations?
You want a fight? Face someone whose weapons are not bound.
Templars are cowards. They only pick on those whose lives they already hold in their hands.
It's true. Not leave the Kunari alone. Oh.
Righteous! Destroy them!
She absolutely plays up to this. Oh my god, how many freaking people?
I think I got blood on my...
All right. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount's attention.
Madness. Madness.
That's a word for it.
Chantry involvement. Even if they are fringe elements. Oh, it could not be worse.
The Chantry has seen the abuses the Templars get away with. Why would they not think to do the same?
You killed them? All of them?
A mother serving the Grand Cleric allowed this to happen.
Are you quite sure? She held a blade with them? Told them to fight you?
No, I cannot say that.
Of course not. Blasted mother. You have no idea the storm these allegations would cause. It would destroy what support I do have.
I have had trouble with her before. She is slippery.
I understand. I will make my inquiries. Gently. And you should be careful in your associations. For now, we have other problems. We have the delegate, but I can't return the bodies to the Canary in this state. Sarah Hawke, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Don't hide it.
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare. I appreciate your help in this matter. As bad as this is, it could have been much worse without you. Kirkwall owes you. I owe you.
Okay. Well, that was depressing. I'm impressed that the Viscount came all the way down here, though. Gem-encrusted golden spoon. Wow. That's a fancy thing to keep in your pocket. Well, we have mail, so that's nice. Okay. So, let's kick it over to the alienage. Let's see if that book is there. Part of me feels like I'd already looked around there, but we can try again. Man, I'm just smelling the most... Oh, what?
Now you fall!
Where'd they go? Ow. Help me, Fenris. Okay. I don't know what assassins are doing trying to get me. That's okay. I absolutely feel like we were over here before. So it is from a sack in Lowtown, sorry. At night. That's why. Okay. At night. I'm just like, just need to get friendship up. Just up. More. You doing okay there, buddy? He's just spacing. Okay, that's a moth-eaten scarf. That's not what I wanted. Is it in here? There we go. Book of Shartan. Heck yes. Heck yes. Let's go give it to Fenris.
I have something for you.
It's a book.
It's a subject you're familiar with. The book is by Shartan, the elf who helped Andraste free the slaves. You know about him, right?
A little. It's just... slaves are not permitted to read. I've never learned.
Boo. He could teach you.
It's not too late to learn, Fenris.
Isn't it? Sometimes I wonder. I don't mean to seem ungrateful. I do appreciate the thought. I've always wanted to learn more of Shartan. Perhaps this is my chance.
Friendship plus 15. Friendship plus 15. Oh, he has a quest marker. Are we all... do we have... questioning beliefs with Fenris? We do! Okay. Alright. Alright. We're doing this. We're doing this. Questioning beliefs. I really enjoy the questioning beliefs quests. Fenris. God, not gonna show up. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, Fenris though. There's like so many good things about Fenris that you can see from that sort of situation where it's like he's so awkward and like clearly embarrassed and ashamed about the fact that he can't read, and clearly like everyone in Kirkwall can for the most part. Like, and he's hidden it from the group for like over 3 years. Like he's successfully hidden it for that long, at least from Hawke. And just the fact that he expresses this and like he's immediately like, oh, I don't want to seem, like ungrateful. It means a lot. The book. Oh, me too.
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Firmundis. Care to hear the story?
Smile.
I enjoy listening to you talk.
And I enjoy a man willing to speak his mind. Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Daenerys during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
I thought Daenerys considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
So, I just want to point out that, like, according to Fenris's timeline with everything, like, the way that he talks about, like, oh, it was priceless seeing Daenerys' face when he wasn't able to take me on the ship. it's so Fenris, like, recontextualizing what happened in that moment. Because if Fenris was still devoted to Daenerys in that moment, being separated from him would have been so traumatic. Like, that would have been a massively traumatic moment for Fenris. And it's interesting seeing him recount it in, like, a different way now.
Were you with these fog warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them. So I did. I killed them all.
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
Couldn't you have found other fog warriors? Become a rebel?
Even if I did, I felt unworthy. I had no way of knowing if I could truly escape from Daenerys then. I didn't even know what that meant. I simply had to get away. I stowed aboard a ship to the mainland and moved south, chased by my former master every step of the way.
I have to wonder why you stayed with Daenerys as long as you did.
You have not been a slave. A slave does not dream of freedom or wonder at possibilities. You think only of your master's desires and what the next hour will bring. It did not occur to me that I could be anything else until I had a taste of it.
But there are stories of slaves rebelling all the time. They did in Kirkwall.
The ritual that gave me my markings also stripped me of my memory. Whatever I was before may as well have never been. Perhaps if I knew, I might have felt differently.
How well did you know these fog warriors?
I knew them only a few months, but in that time, I felt as if I truly lived. They were bold, strong, free with their affections. I was in awe of them and owed them everything. And I turned on them even so.
Didn't Daenerys stop you?
The rebels had wounded him. The soldiers he brought attempted to capture me, unsuccessfully. It was weeks before Daenerys was able to mount the hunt in earnest, but by then, I was already gone.
This can't be easy to talk about.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. Perhaps this is what it means to have a friend.
It might mean more than that.
I have never allowed anyone too close. When my markings were created, the pain was extraordinary, and the memory lingers. But you are a man unlike any other, Hawke. With you, it might be different.
We could find out.
On another evening, perhaps. A last toast, then. To the fallen.
Varric just strolling over. Ah, goodness gracious. I love this boy so much. He's so good.
We should move on.
He'll never say anything else to me, will he?
I remain at your side.
That's new.
I enjoy following you.
What's our friendship at now? I just need to see. Oh! It's way better than it was. Varric taking notes, just leaning in like, I need to know exactly what you two say to each other in these moments so I can write it accurately later. What do we want to do? I kind of just want to do maybe another questioning beliefs. Go to Aveline. Let's do Aveline. But I'm going to check my mail.
Welcome home, Monsieur.
Dog.
There's another letter waiting on your desk at your leisure.
Alil.
I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I've
Do it.
seen how you and that elf look at each other. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
She's noticed me in Fenris.
Sounds like you've got someone in mind.
Nothing I'm ready to share yet, so don't cry. But it is refreshing to think I could still be courted at this age.
Oh, dang. Tons of stuff. Let's see what we got. All right. Oh, night terrors. Oh, that's fun. Greetings. I hope this letter finds you well. I've often thought of you in these past 3 years. Without your kindness, my Fenris, I think it's Fenris, would have been long since sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and begun to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the keeper nor the first enchanter know how to help. I don't know where else to turn. Please come to my home in the alienage. I'll be waiting to speak with you. Thank you again for the compassion you have shown him in the past. Accept that. Ooh, Underground Railroad. Many people in the city owe you their lives, and I am one of them. When my friends and I were cornered by Templars, you helped us escape. Over the years, most Starkhaven apostates have been captured, but thanks to the help of many people, I have remained free. You've done so much for the apostates. If you are moved to do so, contact Mistress Shelby near the docks. She knows of many ways you could help more lives. Okay. Oh. So this is from Fenris, a buddy that has having the night terrors. Life of the Dalish hasn't been too easy. Keeper Mirathari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. The Unger Elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whispering behind my back. The Elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They're afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person I can trust. From Matcha. I wanted to thank you for helping my brother. I worry about what the Templars will do to Kieran, but it's what he wants. He is grateful that you defended him before Sir Cullen. Okay. Feeling inadequate? Flag flying at half-mast? Does your soldier not stand to attention? Does your dwarf shy away from the deep roads? Come to Jorman's Apothecary and ask for our special sauce. Our special sauce is infused with the essence of 52 herbs. It's completely natural, completely safe, and absolutely effective. You'll never feel the same again. Be the man other men want to be. Be the man you deserve to be. Monsieur Hawke, words aren't enough to convey how grateful I am. Thank you for saving my daughter from that monster. When I look at my little girl, I'm reminded of what you did for my family. Leah has found a hero in you. She's become interested in sword play and combat, and she speaks of joining the guard one day. She seems none the worse for wear. Oh, that's the girl that we saved from that fucking creepo. A strangely official-looking letter. Dear Sir or Madam, I am Lord Arkham Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago, I served the office of Seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been disposed, ousted by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness, Prince Corbin Vale, the true heir of the throne, and with your help, Maker Wheeling, we will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. His Highness has found a fortune of 11,000 sovereigns locked away in the vaults of the Royal Bank of Antiva. With access to this fortune, he can raise an army to retake the throne, but it's too dangerous for his... I love this shit. It is too dangerous for His Highness to simply withdraw the funds himself. This is where we require your assistance and discretion. Simply send me the details of an open bank account in Kirkwall, and I will arrange that the funds are transferred to you. My king will then contact you to retrieve his fortune, leaving you with a hefty reward. I must warn you, the Antivans will not consider the account viable if it contains less than 100 sovereigns. Please observe the utmost confidentiality. Strange letter from Lothering. Hawke, heard you lot got to the free marches. Don't know why you'd bother, but I suppose it's better than Orlais. They got spiders up there, big ones, Couldn't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a giant spider, but the blight drove him off. Maker. Dark days ahead. Mark my words. A man can't even cover his blighted land with poisonous traps. A message from Mothering. Dearest Leandra, I hope you and the children are holding up. I'm so sorry about Carver. I remember the dear boy helping me trap rats in the cellar. The blight has taken too much from us. Thank the Maker for the hero Ferelden and the Grey Wardens. Things are slowly getting back to normal in most parts of the country, but Lothering is gone for good. We had hoped to rebuild there, but the blight poisoned the land. It'll take decades for the earth to recover. It may never. Redcliffe is a nice place, and I'm starting to see it as a home. The village saw some trouble during the blight, but it's recovering. Perhaps you could visit sometime. Please write me again, my dear. I wish to hear about your life in Kirkwall. Send my regrets and fond regards to the children. Family letters. Oh, this is from Bethany to us. Dear Callum, I hope this letter finds you well. My time in the circle has been bearable, even though the Templars made a point of putting me through the harrowing as soon as I arrived. Yikes. They thought I was at risk of possession or running away like father. Glad it's over with. I've started mentoring apprentices. I enjoy time with the children, teaching them basic spells. One of them, Ella, has taken a shine to me. Adorable. Life's not perfect here, mind you. The Templars are mostly polite, and I know they're just doing their jobs, but some hold extreme views. There's one creep named Sir Elric who likes harassing mages, but I'll still steer clear of him. I'm doing fine. Please don't worry about me, Bethany.
The outside of your house is so clean. Does someone wash it for you?
Bless her
Did
heart.
you step on something sharp, Fenris?
Oh, good. This one.
No?
Slam your fingers in a door?
No.
Smack your head on a low beam?
Is there a point to this line of questioning?
Just wondering why you're so cross all the time.
Perhaps it's the inane prodding.
Hi, Aveline. I have a present for you.
It's a fine suit.
The finest.
Break it down. Distribute it.
The Viscount requires parade armor for his inspections.
Then stuff it and mount it where he can see it. I wear the uniform of the guard.
His Excellency will not be pleased.
His Excellency can mount it.
Like this guard's bangs. What a look.
Trouble, Hawke?
You say that like you expect it.
You don't know the half of it. And why don't you, by the way? Why aren't you tail deep in the problems of this city? Sure, you do good, but petition a title, take a job. The guard is always looking.
She's just giving us a hard time today. Jeez.
That's a bit harsh, given my record.
Maybe I'm just sick of being the first stop for complaints about people like you.
Oh, yike.
People like me.
Brand's on about fortune hunters, mercenaries, disreputable professions without purpose. He's a clod, but sometimes, well, it might be good if the city was a little more stable.
Come on now. You really prefer the troublemakers stay home?
All right. So maybe I don't want to be completely put out of business. And I don't even really mean you. But some people, they go on without regard and then act surprised when someone starts a circle.
Oh,
There are
heavily.
warning signs, you know. It's worth saying.
She's such a cop.
I have something for you.
Do you now? A shield? Oh, and born by the one true Sir Aveline. Lovely. Thank you.
Drops it.
See? This is why I never get you anything.
I had a shield. It belonged to Wesley. It was difficult to let it go, but I did so. Utility over sentiment, right? We sold it, didn't we?
And here I thought I was being nice.
If you didn't think this would upset me, what was your intent?
I did sell it. Oh, whoops. Didn't expect this.
It's not enough to want you to be happy.
Happy is for fools.
Okay. It's not the shield, is it?
No, and it's not Wesley. You've got me doing a lot of things. Some I don't agree with. Some I'm surprised I do. I'm not sure where I'm going as it is. Replacing what I was with this. I mean, who is Sir Aveline to me?
It seems odd you don't feel a kinship. You don't feel the name fits you.
I didn't choose my name. Aveline was a wish my father made. I am similar to what he pictured, but that's because of what I try to be, not what I assume I should. Sir Aveline was a fine figure, but I don't revere failure, however glorious.
I thought of you when I found it. Maybe that was foolish.
I can appreciate that.
Then accept it on those merits. Nothing more.
It is a fine shield. You do know that Orlesian smiths slap Sir Aveline's name on every second piece of armor. This didn't really belong to her.
It does now.
Cute. Pick up your books, Aveline. What are you doing leaving them on the floor? Jeez. Nah, she's busy. It's fine. Okay, folks. I think I'm going to wrap up now. So I hope you guys had a great time this session. Oh my goodness. Fenris is standing right behind me. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun. I will see you next time. Bye.